Three bars on me, I ain't talking about the Wi-Fi, band 10 wrist, I ain't talking about the sci-fi. Look at mine, the same color as my cock, feeling like Mr. Trying to kick it like soccer.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Turbo's Garage, and today we're going to be going over the IS300. And if you're new to the channel, this is a car that we bought maybe a couple months ago, and we just bought it as a project car. We really didn't go in detail about the car. We installed the wing, did the wrap and stuff, but today we're going to really talk about how to get a very, very cheap 2JZ and just revealing how much we actually pay for this car and really the amount of potential this car technically has, because it has a 2JZ motor in it. So let's get this video going. Now, first of all, this car, this IS300 with a 2JZ, 130,000 miles, was purchased for 1,800 bucks. Now, everybody might be scratching their head, how do you purchase a 2JZ car, which is kind of like the most legendary motor right now? It's like the hottest motor in imports right now. How do you purchase a car that's running and driving with a 2JZ for that cheap? Now, the first thing is a lot of people don't really know, not really before, but kind of now that the internet is especially hyping these cars up, IS300s from Lexus, their GS300s and also the SC300s all have 2JZs in them. Now, it's not the traditional 2J that we all know as the turbocharged, ripping and screaming, anti-lag, blowing up everything in its wake type of 2J. It's really going to be a very, very calm, naturally aspirated 2JZ GE motor. So whenever you see the GTE and GE designation behind 2J, it just means if it's turbocharged or not. So that's one main thing to really know. These cars didn't come with boosted, they didn't come with turbochargers. So it's just a naturally aspirated 2JZ. Now, one thing about it is you can get these cars very, very cheap, and they still have the upgradability of those 2JZ GTEs, especially if you get into the motor, do piston and rods, do a lot of different things to the motor. But the cheapest ones you can find are going to be GS300s, SC300s, and IS300s, especially like this one, even with a rebuilt title. So this car was totaled out by, I don't know for sure, I guess it was a theft type of thing. Somebody stole the whole interior out of the car. The insurance totaled it out. That's what rebuilt titles are. It means the insurance totals it out and you can buy it back and actually fix it back up. You get a rebuilt title after it's previously salvaged. So from there, this car is basically a rebuilt title car, which you could always knock the price down. And with this, just with the art of negotiation, you can get the cars priced down to really a very, very cheap setup, especially for being only 1,800 bucks with a 2JZ. So that's one thing you can actually do and find very, very cheap 2JZs by doing that. All right. Now, the current mods we have to the car right now since we've bought it, as you can see, there's this camo looking wrap that we put on there. We actually got the wrap for 100 bucks. So it's $100 worth of gray and black, like actual wrap, and you just cut it into pieces that look like a pair of Jordans. That's all you really have to do. So from there, the current mods we have on the engine right now is just going to be a full exhaust, a K&N intake, a full exhaust going all the way to the back. It's a full straight pipe. The muffler really doesn't do anything to this car, but it actually came with all these parts currently on the motor, so we didn't even have to buy any extra parts for it. And it also came with a pair of coilovers. So these coilovers completely drop the look of the car. That's why the car sits so low. It's not the best riding car as it sits right now. I mean, a lot of people go with higher price coilovers like KB and other ones. I don't know some brands or whatever, but a lot of people go with a little bit higher price coilovers. These are like, what brand of coilovers are these?
Amusis.
Amusis. So yeah. This is most likely eBay brand, whatever. So it's not too bad at all for the price that we got the car. We got the halos for it. So it was just basically you take the lenses off, you install the halo kit for that. And you can change the colors on it, everything else. Cool. Naja's gonna represent how we do it.
Green,
yeah, so you can do all that.
White.
I mean, it's pretty cool things that you can actually do with this this type of setup. And especially all together, I mean, with mods, the wrap, the halos, all together, and the wing as well in the back. We install like a little eBay wing on it just to kind of complete the look of that. It's not going to be like the most usable wing. I mean, it can't really hold down for us, as you can see the flexing of this thing. So it's not too bad. But overall, all the mods together and the car itself, we probably spent maybe around 2,100 bucks. Yeah. So I mean,
For a car that looks this good?
For a car that looks this good and has a 2JZ in there, and sooner or later we're actually going to fully build the motor. Most likely we're going to be going TH400 just to kind of get rid of the whole manual problems, and manual transmissions for this car that fit up to 2Js cost upwards to like 3 or 4 grand. So I mean, a TH400, 1,700 bucks. I mean, it holds as much power you ever want to, so we're probably going to go that route as well. So watch out and subscribe to this this car. We're actually going to build this thing pretty well. So coming in probably next couple months. Just kind of depends, because I actually want to boost my Trans Am over there. But outside of that, that's really how you can actually buy very, very cheap and a very, very reliable 2JZ. And especially if you want to get into the higher end of motors, especially a lot of guys start off with Hondas and stuff, and a lot of people want to upgrade a little bit bigger than that. They may want to go LS or 2J. The cheapest way to go 2J right now is going to be getting IS300s, SE300s, or GS300s, maybe with rebuilt titles, especially if you know the previous history of the car. With a little bit lower miles on it, you can get very, very cheap. So this is Turbo's Garage. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, a little bit informative, not too much ripping on it today, but subscribe, have fun.